Hello, class. I'm Professor Void, and let me start off this session with a question. What are you made of? Is it blood, guts, ash, skin, bacteria, waste, dirt, water, fluids, bones, cartilage? No. I say nay to all those. Those are just, things that scratch the surface of what you are biologically made of. Past skin, past gender, and past that thing between your ears conjuring that unique personality of yours. I'm talking about the original one, the real beginning, the one that started it all. Those things that become human, plant, animals, and anything else that's living. I will tell you what you are made of. Your body's not one thing. You are trillions of things. Microscopic entities are moving all over you, dying all over you, producing, killing, defending, all over you. These are cells. I will teach you the fundamental structures of all these cells and how they are produced. There are many different types of cells, but mainly they are broken up into two main categories. We'll also hit that subject as well. You see, humans need to know what their body is made of, to humble oneself, to look past the individual and realize we are all made of the same material. We are all human. We are all cells. All cells are different in some way or the other. Although varying in many ways, you can spot a standard build among them. Cells are practically genetic material in a gelatinous substance contained within a membrane. This genetic material is DNA. DNA is a molecule with all the information it requires to stay alive and perform its specific task. All of this, the gelatinous substance and the DNA, is within another layer of gel-like material called the cytoplasm. These areas keep the genetic material safe from harm. Lastly, to complete this build, the cell is encased by a plasma membrane, keeping everything contained and keeping everything in and out, almost like a filter, like a real prison. How cells reproduce is a very interesting process. You see, cells reproduce by actually dividing rather than growing off of each other. The cells take in nutrients to become fully grown. After the cell acquires its max nutrients count, it begins the actual process of copying the DNA. It is preparing itself to be transferred to the next cell. Through mitosis, the splitting of the cells becoming two identical cells, the cells divide. Finally, the membrane pinches itself and entirely separating the two cells. At this point, the cells then again start the cycle all over again, eventually growing into whatever living entity it is made to make. I'll be covering the two main types of cells. Eukaryotic and prokaryotic cells, that is. The main difference between these two is that the eukaryotic cell possibly can contain a nucleus or organelles, making eukaryotic cells larger than prokaryotic ones. The nucleus contains the DNA. Organelles operate essential tasks such as producing other molecules and cleaning itself out, making, again, eukaryotic cells more efficient. Now, prokaryotic cells have various structures that assist with specific operations, like ribosome or many others. but these are surrounded with membranes, making them not organelles. They may have simpler functions, but again, the structures show them in a different path. Cells are the building blocks of all living things. All these living things have these microscopic things operating, performing a task, reproducing, and eventually dying. Just like the human race, every cell is unique. Every cell has a duty. Every cell dies. It's quite amazing. The similarities between organisms, humans, and cells, so vastly different in size, shape, and overall look, yet quite similar on the functionality. Doing tasks daily, reproducing, living, dying. The purpose of working and growing, where one can come billions. It begs the question of how our own lives, or dare I say, our own consciousness, what drives our purpose, our drive itself. How is it all brought up from the first place? Is it from other humans? How far back do we go? To our source, the cell. Are we ourselves? Are we just the evolution of cells? Are you a you? Or are you a civilization, a we? Are you a human? Or a cell? Thank you all for being here for today's session. If you learned anything, leave a like. If you didn't learn a thing, still leave a like. Hit the bell and subscribe to be notified on the latest sessions coming out. And lastly, please remember, always stay afraid and keep learning.